You know in the movies where the main character in the beginning is just this champ. They're number one.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah,
Until all of a sudden they just fall off. Then they had to go back to a low-key or familiar place and find themselves, quote unquote. A similar example is in Cars, where Lightning McQueen is this prodigy rookie but ends up blowing his backside out during the Piston Cup, finishes in a three-way tie along some nonchalant guy and another dude with a sick mustache. McQueen then ends up in a small town called Radiator Springs, does a little training arc where he acquires all the essentials, of course, that being a babe, old mentor, and most importantly, Larry the Cable Guy. Now, I'm no prodigal rookie, nor am I getting my backside blown out, but for the past year I've been playing copious amounts of Vintage Story, a survival sandbox game, and emphasis on survival coming first because you are constantly trying to survive. And again to Lightning McQueen, in hopes that I too can find humility, I shall go to a deserted place, which is opening up a mod pack that helps sprout the current game and community that I enjoy today. And that is TerraFirmaCraft, a survival overhaul mod that replaces the punch tree and somehow end up with element number 26 5 minutes later. Feh. Instead, TFC adds mechanics like stone napping, tool ages, geological layers, seasonal farming, food spoilage, realistic ore distribution, metalworking, and forging. And being a Vintage Story player, all these things are familiar to me, but to acquire that inner zen, I must play through VS's predecessor. So I downloaded the mod pack, loaded up a world, and let the discovery begin. Whoa. Shaders are so beautiful. Oh my gosh. But first, why is it that, why sneak left shift? Why? I'm gonna do Vintage Story progression here in TFC and assume I've not read anything. I have no idea what's going on. I haven't played Minecraft in years, so here we go. Having not played Minecraft in a while, it did not matter whatsoever, as the system is very, very different here. I began to comb through all the new systems that I would be having to learn and found a handbook. Oh, a book. Okay. I began going through the book searching for what information that I needed, but I will say that this book does feel less intuitive than the Vintage Story Handbook. And I believe what separates the two is the searchability of the Vintage Story Handbook, where you can practically type in anything that you need. Having played Vintage Story, though, I realized the first thing that I needed to do was to pick up some rocks. Why is there what is that? Am I on top of a volcano? Is it hot underneath? Oh, these must be hot springs. I see. My big brain finally figured it out. Need to find some sticks. Oh, and you actually have a drink, a little drinky drink. Still, I need to drink stuff? What if I go back there and drink that hot water? Some scorching water. Okay, here's some sticks. Very good. Ooh. Copper. Ah, yes, copper. Okay. Oh, by the way, check my skid out. Check me out. Oh, fire starter. Certainly. There's actually quite a bit of copper. I don't know how many we need, though. Usually you need about 40. All my peeps know you need about 40 for a hammer and a pickaxe. Oh, and look, there's some copper down there. I have a feeling that it's not as, in this mod pack, it's probably a bit more abundant than what I'm used to. It's usually a struggle for me. I finally discovered napping, which is a fun little process of carving out the blocks that you don't need that will then give you the desired tool head. So I started out with a knife, axe, and shovel. Although I don't know how bad nighttime's gonna be. I haven't played Minecraft in a long time. So will it be bad? I don't know. But man, there are sticks everywhere. Apparently in this mod pack, mobs don't really spawn on the surface at night. So I took my time looking through the handbook. And as per my block game instincts, I began to chop trees down, which I am super glad that it fells the entire tree in one go. I am thirsty, it looks like. So I probably shouldn't drink the hot spring water, I imagine. Trying to not let intrusive thoughts win. I then came across my first food source, which was garlic. I can say I've tried it in real life. It's not great, just, by itself. I also came upon a lot of ores just sitting on the ground, specifically sphalerite, iron, copper, and I am not used to this whatsoever. In Vintage Story, it is much, much rarer to come across any sort of mineral on the ground. But my main objective right now is to find a good spot to set up my base camp at. This is kind of a cool area. What if I, made this a big pond? Would that be cool? I think that would be cool. Bit of pond action. Oh, wait, it is already a pond. Okay. Wow. See-through water. All right, well, great. That's done. One thing down. Excellent. I did it. Dawn had now arrived, and I was getting pretty thirsty. I don't know if this is gonna poison me or not, or what. If I'm gonna be okay just drinking water. Oh no, I am fine. Okay, so I can just drink from ponds. Excellent. I just drained the entire pond in one sip. I was looking for a good spot to build my home, so I crossed this river that actually flows in one direction, and then came upon a nice kind of flowing hilly plain thing, if you want to call it that, which presides over a very massive river. All right. Maybe this area right here is where we build, right next to this river. We can just jump down to the river and travel extremely fast if we want to go in one of 3 directions. This is the spot. We'll flatten this out, get a little encampment going. I immediately got to work flattening the area out, but one of the hard things about Vintage Story is building materials, and it is the same here. Waddle. Oh, make a little waddle, eh? I'm familiar with waddle. Hits of fire. Fire is an important technology. In order to create fire, you will need a fire starter in order to use. Ah, yes. Does it just continually burn like that? Lord only knows, but I've got a fire on day 2. Ah, this is how you make torches. No way, it's raining right now. Oh, it's raining. No, my fire pit. No, I just made that. Well, it looks like I will not be making a torch then. It was time to build a house so I could get my fire pit out of the rain. And there are a couple different options such as mud bricks, but I ended up going with wattle, which you can just fill in with sticks after you post the frame of it, which you can do in Vintage Story. You actually have to fill it in with daub, but daub is a little too expensive for my liking for this build, so I just went with the sticks. I also installed the map mod because I realized that tracking the ores that I have found or prospecting for them was going to be impossible without it. I ran out of sticks for my house, so I went out to forage some more, and I came across a very strange noise in the wilderness. What's that noise? Hello? Oh, are they gonna eat me? Oh, oh, oh! What was that? What was I supposed to do? They're so fast. They're so fast. It's like, wow, look at the little wolfies. Yeah, think twice, buddy. Hey, heads up, friend. After returning to my base, I decided I want to do some pottery, so I went out looking for clay, which has these, like, plant indicators for it. So I spent a lot of time walking up to a plant, checking my handbook, and then looking at it again, just to not find any clay beneath it. I eventually found some by just running around and looking for it, and I was starting to get inventory claustrophobia, so I decided to make a vessel, which in Vintage Story, when you make a storage vessel, you store things in it. Your inventory isn't just so full anymore. So I was under the impression that this would be the same here, hopefully. And I also thought that a pit kiln would be made the same way a campfire was made earlier, but I was wrong about both of those things, actually. Hopefully that worked and I didn't just destroy my items, right? Uh-oh. Wait a second. Oh, it's highly probable that I just destroyed those items. No. No! I just wasted that. I clearly did not read this page and misinterpreted the last page. God, I just look so silly right now. I'm looking silly right now. Now that I had a better grasp on it, I made 2 ingot molds and a hammer mold because you can actually place more than 1 mold in a pit kiln at a time. There we go. Look at that. Like that bad boy on fire. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I then made all the other quintessential molds and realized that the small vessel actually functions like a crucible in Vintage Story, where I could smelt copper or make other primitive alloys. Okay. Is this gonna be? Okay, it's hot. It is hot. Oh, yeah, that's hot. That's hot. Sorry. So do I pour like this? Do I pour you? Oh, no. Contents have solidified. Do I have to heat this back up? Is this not hot enough? Not enough for you? I should have read it first. I see what I did wrong there. This is just a learning process. Wow. Boom. Okay. Now do I take this? Do I place this down and take it out? Oh, did I just break that? Oh, okay. All right, copper pickaxe, baby. Look at that. Always feels good. I was then able to make a saw, which gave me access to lumber. Then you could make planks with that lumber, and then that allowed me to make a workbench, and then use the saw on the workbench to make a crafting table. Yay! Okay, look at us moving up on in the world. Okay, look, we can craft new stuff now. Oh, a chest. Yes, a chest. I've been waiting for this my whole life. So I'm assuming that these are not supposed to be chests, and those are more maybe for food. Here we go. Look at that little see-through door. Okay. Shortly after, I ventured out to find that copper that I saw in the very beginning, and I randomly stumbled into a cave where I got spanked by a skeleton. Oh, he's got an axe. Oh, he hit me hard. Oh my God, I didn't know it was like that, dude. My bad. Oh, he just took half of my health in one whack. Oh, after getting whacked, I found the copper that we found in the beginning. Oh, I was mining some of it, and I found the mechanics that do this sort of thing. What was that? I'm getting nervous. All this noise. I'm about to get caved in, dude. Okay, I think that is actually what is going to happen. Hold on. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Whew. With a lot of copper acquired, I decided I wanted to keep progressing, so this was really the moment where this mod pack really started to get to me. First on the agenda was making a rock anvil. Okay, now we can do things. Oh God, I gotta learn what all these things are. I began studying the handbook front to back on things like primitive alloys, welding, flux, and making a cure, all of which I was pretty successful in doing for the most part. Right next to the anvil, that'll be good. The most difficult part, though, and what I was striving for the most, was the primitive alloys, and I wanted to make bismuth, which took copper, zinc, and bismuth. Two of those were easy to find. However, bismuth took me hours. It took me hours. I did get the influx achievement, which made me feel like I did something. Wow. Right, if my math is right, this is 100 millibuckets. I think that's what that is. Millibuckets of copper bronze. So yeah, we're off to a great start. I'm gonna light that on fire, and then I'm gonna make a pickaxe out of it. That seems like the smart thing to do, right? That's what my vintage story brain is telling me, at least. Oh, yes, okay. Get in there. Get in there. Yes. Now slap that bad boy on a stick. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the color of that. Now what can I mine? I don't know. Very heavy and very large. What? I finally got tired of my house and wanted to make something that was a little more appealing and functional. So I decided to make mud bricks, which was honestly a very, very poor choice, as they were expensive. You have to take a piece of loam mud with a piece of straw to get 4 mud bricks, which then have to be placed and dried out and then crafted back into a singular block. However, to get loam mud in the first place, you have to take a bucket to some loam dirt. And let's just say that was a long process. Oh no, this is not going to get me very many blocks. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, this is obviously like one singular. That's just, oh God. Nevertheless, being committed to the process, I still went through with the entire thing and started building my house. But at the same time, I wanted to make a copper anvil, which was a little more complicated than I anticipated. I essentially needed to weld together 14 copper ingots into double copper ingots, but I had to get the ingots hot enough so they were able to be welded in the first place. And let's just say to get to that point was a process. Like I might have messed that up. I feel like I saw a pile disappear in there in that process, but it says that if it's smoking, you did it correctly. So I suppose we just wait now. While waiting, I figured out that you need a charcoal forge to heat these ingots up hot enough to weld. And if you hit that little handy dandy eye symbol in the corner, it'll bring up a nice preview of what your build should look like. Okay, so that is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, complete. Oh, I got a little XP there. Or maybe that was just a noise. Thank you. Oh, over there. Look at that. Oh. That was crazy. Yeah. Thinking maybe I placed these down on it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume I can light it and stick stuff in it, possibly. Well, we're about to find out. Oh, my fire starter worked. Oh, okay. Oh, there we are. Okay, now I stick all the... Whoa, okay. Now, where does that go? Ah, interesting. Now, should I keep those in there for the moment? Oh, it gets so hot for me. Can weld. Should I wait, or is that as high? Oh, it's getting a little bit higher. We'll let it get as high as it can. Danger. What do you mean danger? Danger what? Is it gonna break? Ooh, that would be scary. All right, hard hit. Bro, I am so confused. I thought I had it. But the spaz out, bro. Just piss me off. As you can tell, I was getting pretty frustrated, but for some reason, I just need to step back and hit the anvil with the hammer instead. Yeah, it did something. Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it. Okay. We did it. We made one. Let's go. Let's go. We made one. Okay. Finally. Finally. All right. Now do I put these? Oh, bam. Look at that. That was a little bit of a struggle, but we did it. That was a huge struggle. I'm going to start moving things over into our new house, possibly in here. Wow. Wow. I began to finish my lovely new house, which I have to say turned out pretty well. I really like this floor I made. That is it. Thank you. I'm officially all moved in. Look at my nice little spot I got here. This is way better than my pathetic hut I made. That's just pitiful. We're gonna have to take that down, but this is looking good. This looks a little bit more professional. I then decided, hey, let's put that anvil to good use. So I decided I would shape my copper ingot into a javelin because I was tired of hitting zombies and mobs with just my hand and killing them that way. But this is where Lightning McQueen and I had separated. While he went on to live his path of retribution, I went to a very dark place. I'll show you how. I first thought that I would make my javelin spear out of possibly a bismuth bronze ingot instead. So I tried to cook the remaining of my bismuth into 2 different vessels, and on the first one I messed up the percentages. I messed up the distribution. I messed up. And then on the second vessel I was only able to get 90 millibuckets, but in order to fill a mold you have to have 100 in total. See, and I did this one semi-right, but I missed out on 10 millibuckets. Oh my god. It was now time to revert back to plan B and make the javelin head with the copper ingot. However, that didn't go so well either. When you're smithing in this mod pack though, there's a set of rules that you have to follow called the working rules. And here goes my attempt at explaining it as simply as I can. In the anvil, you are trying to get this green little progress meter to meet up exactly with the red meter. And you use one of these 8 buttons to move the green meter. But all 8 buttons move the green meter by a different numerical amount. On top of that though, the last 3 buttons you hit when matching the green meter with the red meter have to be the 3 displayed at the very top of the anvil. So it essentially is a mega pain in the ass. My god. Why, bro? Why? All right, we're gonna give this a shot, I guess. All this working bull. All right, here we go. I feel so pressured right now. This in there, pick this plan. Okay, and then I'm just gonna hit it. Am I hitting it? Oh, I hit it. Okay. Oh god. I am... Oh, did I do it? Wait. Wait, did I just lose that? Wait, did I just lose that ingot? Did I just lose that ingot? Nope. Nope. I don't know. I'm so bad. So it turns out if the green meter goes all the way basically off of the anvil screen, then the ingot breaks. I promptly casted some more ingots and I saw a little feller while I was doing it. I just saw something crawling off the distance. I think I get it this time. Maybe we have to go past it. Boom, boom, boom. What? Okay, let me go this far, and then let me go draw. No. And now it's not hot enough, dude. Oh my god. I'm gonna freak out. Bro, it's just like... Oh, I didn't realize it's any hit is fine. Okay. Oh my god, dude. Am I just bad? I'm legitimately getting pissed right now. Like, I'm legitimately mad. I'm about to... Am I just bad? How, bro? I just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh my god. I can't. I'm just dumb.